Okay, hi. I'm going to redo my office. I already made a YouTube video doing this. I already redid this office like maybe a couple years ago. I feel like this doesn't really fit the vibe anymore. You know what I mean? Let me show you around. So right now it's kind of a mess. Actually, it's always a mess. But as you can see, there's this workbench back here that has a lot of stuff on it. Aside from all the junk that shouldn't be here, there are also a bunch of art supplies. And then underneath that is full of different types of paint. This also has some art supplies in it, as well as other stuff too, like office supplies. So just like overall, there's a lot of art stuff. And that's because I originally thought that I was going to have more art in my business. I'm a web designer, but I used to think that I was going to also be like selling art. So when I originally redid this office, I wanted it to be not just an office, but also an art studio. Didn't really work out. I didn't really make too much money from that. At a certain point, I decided to put the art to the side and just focus on the web design part of my business. I don't need to have all of these art supplies on display all the time because I don't use them. That's one thing I want to tackle with this project is declutter. Put away the art supplies. I should probably just donate the art supplies to somebody that will actually use them. I don't know. I don't want to get rid of them because I feel like I want to try and get back into painting at some point when I have time. It's kind of like throwing away my dream of being an artist. Moving on to the other side of the room. First of all, there's like so much clutter here. Some things I feel like I need to have within reach on my desk, like my chapstick, of course. This is better than Burt's Bees, and that's my hot take on chapstick. My glasses cleaner, of course. This is like my little mug warmer. I'm surprised I haven't accidentally touched the hot surface and burned my hand yet, because I'm like constantly over here with my mouse. I only need access to like 2 of these hard drives. I feel like a lot of this stuff can be put away, like it doesn't have to be on my desk at all times. My ideal desk setup would have 2 monitors. Maybe my laptop would be pushed aside. I would have my little keyboard, my mouse, and my mug warmer, and then all of this other like furniture stuff on this desk would be gone. Taking a look under the desk, this is kind of ugly. I need to have like something to put my feet on. I just like swap back and forth, putting my feet up on this ottoman and like moving the yoga block around to get the optimal height. The ideal situation would be to have an actual dedicated footstool that goes under the desk. This is where I keep my router, my internet router. Actually, that's the modem. The router is up there. Because this is so close to the basket here, I have to have this giant gap between the desk and the wall, which is not ideal. So those are some other things I would like to tackle with this office makeover. The desk situation, I would love my desk to be more clean and minimal and not so cluttered. I would love to have like a nice professional looking YouTube backdrop for my videos. Right now, every time I want to make a YouTube video, I have to like clean the whole room because it's such a mess. I would just love to remove that extra friction and just make it much simpler to just turn on a camera and start recording. So what I'm thinking is that I'm gonna rearrange things. I think I'm gonna move the desk and the computer over to this side. I think I'm gonna get rid of this desk. We can put some kind of tall shelf unit here. It's just gonna kind of be a storage / aesthetic shelf. That would also be the backdrop of my YouTube video. So I have to make sure that it looks nice. First step is gonna be to declutter as much as possible. I'm gonna take everything off the workbench, all of the art supplies that are out, and everything in the closet. I'm gonna put it all out here on the floor and just go through everything. So at this point, it's slowly starting to come together, but I still have all of this stuff to go through. This is all like shipping supplies, stickers that I used to sell, fabric samples. I figured out a way to consolidate this stuff and found a place for it tucked away in the closet. At this point, the closet is pretty much full, but I still need to find a place for these paints. I don't want to get rid of the paints because I do want to get back to painting at some point. That's kind of a goal of mine for this year, is to make more art, not to make money from it, but just for fun. So I'm gonna keep the paints in this tote box and just store it under my bed for now. Gross. Moving on to the other side of the room. I'm getting rid of this shelf because it was just holding a bunch of clutter. And now it's time to take apart this workbench. My husband actually built this workbench several years ago when we lived in another apartment. And when we moved here, we just put it in this office because there was nowhere else to put it. It's kind of just collecting junk at this point and taking up space. And so we both agreed that it's time for it to go. So now we can move the desk to the other side of the room to make space for the build phase. So we got the new shelf set up last night and also set up the 2 monitors on my desk, which I love. Oh my God, this looks so beautiful. Of course, there's nothing else on it right now, but I'm hoping that I can maintain this minimal, simple aesthetic. So today I am going to be filling up this shelf with all of this other stuff. Also need to set up the internet. Like the whole reason I got this particular shelf is because it has cabinets at the bottom. I want to put the Wi-Fi router and modem, which is down in there, in these cabinets. So I'm going to set that up today. And also this light, it's turned on, so it's going to be really bright, but it's on this like tripod stand, and this tripod stand is so annoying. It gets in the way. It's huge. I kind of splurged and bought like a monopod, which is supposed to be really sturdy, and it's just like a single pod, a single pole that should be able to hold this light, this giant light that I use for my YouTube videos, and hopefully will take up less space. Cool. Wow. This is so much better. So slick. So nice. So I have this box of film gear that's clearly not big enough to hold all my film gear. So I need to find another box. I think it's gonna go like right here. I also have these kind of items. So I need like some other kind of small box or something to store this stuff in. That could go somewhere here, I guess. This here, here. I feel like these should be standing like this. Maybe like this. Okay. So the idea is this will go like back here. I can pop my computer in. I should be able to just connect my laptop and everything should work. So turns out this is not compatible. I need to return this and get a new one. Okay, I'm back. We went to IKEA over the weekend. I got some storage boxes that I'm going to use on the shelf here to store some things. I kind of started to get an idea of like where I want things to go, but then we had to take everything off the shelf to anchor it to the wall. And so now it is sturdy and it is anchored into the wall, so it's not gonna fall down in case of an earthquake or anything like that. But now I have to like put everything back on. I have these boxes now that I'm going to use. These are the boxes that we got. Oh, two big ones that are gonna go here, and they're gonna have all of my filming gear. And I have a small and medium-sized one just for some other stuff here. Yeah, I'm gonna start putting all this stuff together. Will these stack? Whoa, perfect fit. That's amazing. And then we have this stuff. I also got a new stand for my iPad. This one, the lip is too thin. The iPad just keeps falling, which is not great for the health of the iPad. I'm hoping that this one will be better. Yeah, much more sturdy. Look. Oh my goodness. They're still good. We still have to transfer the stuff from here into this new drawer system that I got from IKEA. So I'm gonna do that right now. So I got this cable sleeve for the cable management under the desk, and hopefully this will make it look a little bit better under here. Ladies and gentlemen, the office is finally complete. I am so happy to show you around. It's been a couple of weeks so far with this setup, and so far I am loving it. It feels so much more clean and less cluttered, especially my desk. Like, I just can't believe how much space I have. I think it really has impacted my mood and my productivity. Even just like shifting the desk from over there to over here feels so much better. I love having the plants right next to me and also the window right next to me. It's so much nicer than having the desk over on the other side, just like staring at the wall. This will be the backdrop of my YouTube videos. It's functional because it is storing a lot of my film gear and stuff in here and my tech stuff up there. And it also looks nice. There's some plants in there, some little decorations. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. I got this heated massage footrest for Christmas. It's amazing. Huge upgrade from that janky setup I had before with the yoga block and the ottoman. My husband actually got into tufting during the pandemic. So we had these like little tufted flowers that he made for me. They've just been like sitting in a box. So I thought I would put them out on the wall. And then I had this print up before. I really like the message in it, keep going, because I always need that reminder. That's Lisa Congdon's art. I'm thinking about getting some artwork to put up here above my desk. I don't have anything right now. I kind of wanted to like refresh the art that was in here. I don't like to like rush out and try to find art to go on walls. Like, I want the art to come to me. So I'm just gonna keep an eye out, you know, as I'm out and about in the world, and see if I see any nice like art that would go well in here. That will get done eventually. And that's pretty much it. So hopefully I've inspired some of you to go and declutter and reorganize and revamp your space, your rooms. Even if you don't spend money on new furniture, it still feels really nice to just go and clean out your junk and like reorganize stuff, and maybe even just like shifting furniture around to get like a fresh start, like a reset, you know? So that about wraps up this video. Thank you so much for watching and for joining me on this journey of revamping this office for the second time. See you in the next video. Bye.